Alright, so we halfway through February and going into March, the sneaker reselling game is about to pick up. There's about to be so many shoes that you need to go for. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly which ones you need to go for, how much I think they're gonna resell for, and how much they are retail, and of course, how you can get them. But before we do that, what's up? My name is Rico and I make a video every day about how to make money online. Hey, look, I need you to do me a favor. Comment your city and state. I'm making a map that shows me everywhere I've touched within the last year. Alright, so we about to hop on the computer, but the reason why I'm gonna make more of these type of videos is because I get asked almost every day, like, bro, how do I know what shoes to go for? There's been a lot of new people coming in wanting to know how to become a reseller, wanting to know more about the sneaker culture. And because it's been dead over the last month, there hasn't been material, but it's about to heat up. So let's jump on the computer. All right, so before we get into the smoke, I just want to let y'all know where this information comes from. I know a lot of the times I get people asking me like, bro, where do you get this information? And 99% of the time, any sneaker reseller gets it from a cook group. So this is my cook group, Rico's Cooks, where I'm going to be bringing y'all this info from today. You know, we provide brick flip, you know, leads, tell you, hey, this shoe is selling under market, you can flip it somewhere else for more. Tell you every place you can enter a raffle for a given shoe. We know the stock numbers on shoes when they drop. So all this information, like when you're wondering, if you're a beginner especially, like how are these people knowing about shock drops? How are they knowing what sizes to go for? It's all in the cook group. And this isn't a sales pitch for my cook group. You don't have to join mine, but I suggest you join one anyway. But we're gonna go to our monthly calendar, right? And the monthly calendar for March has not even dropped, but I was able to put one together. So I'm gonna go through each of these sneakers in March and we just gonna go over them, right? So this is rumored to drop on the 1st, the Nike Air Zoom generation. Now, the reason why I say rumored, and I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, I just have to let you know that I'm seeing it on the radar, is because if it was releasing, there would be another one. Like there would be one for 2023, but we only see the 2017 and then of course the 2003 pair, right? So those are rumored to drop. If they do drop, most LeBrons don't move that well. However, because it's that LeBron, because LeBron just broke the scoring record, I think Nike's timing on retroing these would be impeccable. So please keep a watch out for that and subscribe to me because I'm gonna be keeping you updated, right? So the second shoe that's gonna drop on March the 2nd is gonna be the Nike Dunk Low, The Future Is Equal. Now, there isn't much pre-sale, there isn't much like pre-market activity on this because we're still so far out, but I'm gonna say that profits are gonna be marginal. You know, Dunks have kind of ran their course as far as the hype that they carry. I mean, even super limited Dunks, bro, it most of the time it has to be a SB. So if you're a beginner and you always ask like, bro, how do I know which sneaker is hype? How do I know what to go for? Well, if it's a SB and it's a dunk, then a lot of the time it's going to be hype. This isn't an SB. This is a women's shoe as well, but it does have a clean design. If these are most likely going to release on, this isn't going to be a release that's going to be in Foot Locker or something like that. These are going to release on sneakers. They're probably going to have 13,000 pairs of these, something like that, which is actually fairly limited. They're going to have them at certain skate shops, places like Center, shout out Center Fort Worth, Center in Dallas. Small skate shops like that are going to have these, but keep these on your radar because they definitely are going to have some resale profit. Then next on Saturday the 4th, it's going to heat up because we have the Jordan 5 UNC dropping. Now this, to me, this shoe is going to be definitely go for this shoe. Now this shoe is definitely going to drop on sneakers. This shoe is definitely going to drop on Foot Locker, Finish Line. This type of shoe you're going to have your chances to get, right? So I always tell you, if you're not already, go rack up those flex points, go rack up those status points in Finish Line. And I'm telling you, just starting from nothing, like the most practical chance that like you coming from nothing and wanting to get this pair, you got some time to go spend some money in Finish Line. Finish Line is gonna be your best bet because ever since I did that and I spent the money to kind of become a status member, it's rare that I miss out on a release. If I miss out, it's because I'm not active and I haven't been purchasing. So this shoe is definitely gonna have some resale value. Another golden rule about this shoe and about this colorway, like I told y'all in another video, like once again to my people who ask all the time, like, bro, how do I know what sneakers to go for? If it's a UNC colorway, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be hype right now. As far as my personal opinion about this shoe, similar to the UNC 6, I like this shoe, but I would like them to not put this red tag on there. That's just my personal opinion. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think, but I would like this shoe to have either the Nike Air in white or even gold stitching or even black. Any color on this shoe except red. I think that's I think that kind of throws the shoe off a little bit. But regardless of what my personal opinion is on this shoe, it's gonna sell out, and it's gonna sell out fast, right? So once again, Foot Locker, Finish Line, and Sneakers app is gonna be everybody's best chance to cop this. I think manual users are gonna get a chance because this kind of gives me GR vibes. Just a Jordan 5. The Jordan 5 typically by itself isn't as hype as it should be, right? In my opinion, right? The Jordan 5 should be really hype. That's just me and my personal opinion. So definitely keep the Jordan 5 on your list. This next shoe better be on your list, right? Because this is one of our money makers. I told y'all March was heating up, and I was not lying, bro. The Air Force One Tiffany and Co. Right now, the thing about this shoe is it's gonna have a high resale. I mean, it's gonna have a high retail, but that does not even matter, bro, because the resale on this shoe, as you can see, like in the early market, the resale on this shoe is pretty good, and it's gonna stay good. This angle right here, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really like it, but it's a Tiffany Air Force One, and if you can get this shoe, especially if you drippy enough to wear this shoe, then hey, it's a Tiffany and Co. Air Force One. So expect this shoe to be kind of hard to get, right? Because shoes like this with these profit margins, the botters are gonna come out to play, bro, and the botters, they ain't nothing to play with. So I think manual users will still have a chance, right? I think there's gonna be a lot of raffles. I think select retailers are gonna have this. They might drop on sneakers, I'm not 100% sure, but Sneakers app is gonna be the normal person's like best chance to cop this shoe. They're not gonna drop, they're definitely not coming out in Foot Locker. And once again, certain shops aren't just gonna have this shoe. I could see maybe Kith or something having this shoe, but not everywhere is gonna have this shoe. I expect it to also be awfully limited, and so hey, don't be surprised if we see retail or resale, go up above what we're seeing it now, because you know how it goes after they sell out. The human impulsivity effect, like my boy Keith Adam talks about all the time, which is, hey, humans, that's our nature. We miss out on something, we feel left out, we want it, right? So the Tiffany and Co. definitely is something to go for. Next, on the 8th, we have the Jordan 2 Retro Low, UNC to Chicago. Now, this is a women's shoe, and one thing I've noticed that the women are getting all the good shoes. Now, StockX does not have any pictures or a pre-sale market. We know they retail for $160. Now, the Jordan 2 typically isn't a hype shoe. However, once again, there's 2 rules of engagement as far as determining what's hype, and this is 2 colorways that are really hype, and the last time that these 2 colorways met, we got a hype shoe like this, the Jordan 1 UNC to Chicago. The Chicago colorway is hype, the UNC colorway is hype, so I'm gonna guess that this shoe is gonna be hype. There's not much information on this shoe, so I'm gonna do a separate video when this information comes out. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed, but I'm definitely gonna tell you how to get that shoe. There's just not much information on it right now, but as far as your calendar, get your calendar out, right? So now we got the Retro 3 Reimagined. Now, the last time we seen a Reimagined shoe, that shoe is still right now one of the most popular shoes on the resale market, and we're talking about the Jordan 1 Lost and Found. That's sort of a reimagined shoe. Now, for my people who aren't aware, reimagined is something that's kind of new, and once again, one of the rules of engagement, one of the variables that I'm trying to teach y'all about what's hype and what's not. A lot of the times, reimagined is starting to be really hype, right? And what it is, honestly, is just them aging shoes. I know a lot of us in the sneaker culture would rather have the original. Like for this shoe, I would rather you give me retro, the 3 white cement, just how it comes, just like this one in 2011. I'd rather have it like that. But nonetheless, this is going to be a very hype shoe. You see the resale value right here with a retail of 210. And I'm sorry, I said the wrong date. I said the 18th, and it's really the 11th. So I'm expecting resale to kind of come down just a little bit, but not much. It's high right now because we're still about a month out from this release. So if you got these, then you got them early, and early definitely means more value. So when these come out, these are definitely going to be hype. And once again, you're going to be able to get these just like the whites, just like the UNC 5s. You're going to be able to get these at pretty much anywhere, bro. Foot Locker, Champs, Finish Line, all your major retailers. Sneakers app is going to have these. Now Sneakers is going to be our best chance, followed by Finish Line, I believe, and then Foot Locker. The flex system is kind of nobody really knows how that works, but please believe that this shoe is going to be a money maker. This shoe is definitely going to be one of the shoes that you target. I mean, even in my cook group, bro, we're kind of, the botters we have in there and all the manual people, we're just kind of teaming up to see what we can do to make sure we take stock on shoes like this, bro, because this shoe is going to be a good investment, bro. And it's, once again, there's OG colorways, right? And then there's like iconic shoes, bro, and the white cement 3 is one of those, bro. So that's definitely, once again, for my people who ask like, hey, how do I know? That's how you know, is when it's a shoe like that, right? So we're gonna skip to now the 18th, and we've got the Jordan 1 OG High Skyline. Right now, there isn't much information about this shoe. However, I believe in my heart that, you know, just like Dunks, Jordan 1s have kind of ran their course as far as just being super hype. So I believe that anybody who wants this shoe is going to be able to get this shoe. So for a reseller, you'll be able to make some decent little profit, right? But don't just go crazy on these. Now, as I look at this shoe, once again, they're doing that kind of aged look on them, which I personally don't like. You know, I ice sneakers as well, so I spend a lot of time getting this color out of shoes. So the fact that they would just paint them that color is crazy to me. But I ain't gonna lie, in this little photo spread, this shoe looks dope. It looks like a good, clean Jordan 1. And hey, the Jordan 1 is still the Jordan 1. It's just not what it was in 2020. So with this shoe, I would say this isn't just crazy, although most people might have told you, oh, the Jordan 1s are the most hype. That day is coming to an end, right? So on the 24th, we have the Jordan 2 Retro Low Craft Mill Intent. Right now, once again, StockX doesn't have a lot of info on shoes like this because it's so far out, but we know that the shoe is going to retail for about $150. Now, we also know, once again, like I told you, Jordan 2s typically aren't the most hype. I don't see this shoe doing too much. You might be able to get, you know, I could be wrong. Tell me in the comments if there's some sort of hype behind this shoe that I don't know about. But with it being a Jordan 2 and then orange, I can't think of many just primarily white and orange sneakers, because you got to keep that in, take that into account too. I can't think of too many of those that were hype in even other retros. So in the 2, which is kind of everybody's most slept on retro, then I don't think that shoe is going to do much. But once again, I could be wrong, right? And then we're gonna fast forward to probably is gonna be an early shoe of the year, right? The year's just starting, but so far this is for sure gonna be the one. And we're talking about the Travis Scott Retro Low Olive. Right now, because everybody missed out on the Phantoms last time, because the way that release went last time, bro, everybody wants this shoe. This is supposedly the last Travis that's gonna drop as far as the Jordan 1 series, which honestly to me is kind of crazy, because if something's working, why break it? Like, why would it be the last one? I don't know. And that's just rumors, right? But we're kind of even seeing on eBay kind of a early market. This is familiar with Travis's. There's nothing really shocking about these being up in the $2,000 range. Of course, with it being early, the retail of $150 makes it a little lower than the other Travis's, but this is because, bro, for some reason, I don't know who at Jordan Brand, you know, and I'm not against it or whatever, but somebody this year said, hey, we got to represent for the ladies. So all the good stuff seems to be coming out in women's this year. So this is a women's Travis. I'm expecting slightly lower. I expect them to be above the Phantoms, but not above the fragment Travises, right? Or not even above the mocha, the reverse mocha Travises, right? So where's this shoe gonna come out? This shoe is for sure gonna come out on sneakers, and it's for sure gonna come out on the Travis Scott website. Now, raffle botting kind of took a leap at the end of last year, right? So the chance of people copying on Travis Scott's website, bro, I didn't see much manual success as far as the Black Phantom drop. And if you hear me or other people who kind of make these same kind of videos refer back to older drops, and that's simply because you got to pay attention to the patterns of these brands, right? And they do things a certain way, right? So we've seen this happen with the fragments, we've seen this happen with the Phantoms, the reverse mochas, right? So we know that everybody's best chance once again to get these is going to be on sneakers. There's going to be little places here and there that has them, different shops like this that are going to post raffles and going to tell you, hey, we have a raffle open for this. So that's your best chance, is entering in on raffles like this. This is a March video, so I didn't want to kind of talk about February, but this shoe at the end of February is definitely going to be something to pay attention to. But once again, we're just trying to build this community, and Rico's Cooks, we're just trying to take beginners from beginners to resellers, right? We're trying to graduate people. We're trying to get people in the know, right? So man, come on down to Rico's Cooks. You don't even have to join. We're active over here in this channel, and you don't have to be a member to view this channel. So let me know what y'all think about the shoes that are coming out this year. It's your boy Rico. I'm out. Let's get it.